Yeah, that's good. Welcome, Coach Joanna here for strength and conditioning class. We are going to warm up, go over the workout movements, do the workout. But before we get started, you want to make sure, one, if you take this class, that you comment below and say replay, let us know that you took it. Also comment with your time, your reps, or whatever it might be for the class. I will tell you shortly. And if you have music on your end, please play music. To get started with the warm-up, we have people here with us live. Woohoo! We're going to get our body warmed up with some, don't worry, I have a computer here so I can see you guys. With some jumping jacks, marches in place, whatever works for you, bounding movements or not, just getting the blood flowing. Ready, and go. Just get that blood flowing. I'm starting with some jumping jacks, which is good for my arms because they are still sore from my workout the other day. Arm rest. Only equipment that you need for today, especially if you're doing this on replay, is dumbbells. Keep going. All right, if you did jumping jacks, you're going into high knees or marches in place. And go. Maybe a little skip in place. Just getting those knees up. And we're really going to warm up that body today. And rest. All right, very important movement for today's workout. We're going to bring our feet underneath our hips. Hand walk out to a high plank. When we're there at the high plank, we're going to do 2 shoulder taps. Very important to think about this shoulder taps is to not twist our hips. Keep everything square without moving once you remove a hand from the ground. Stretch the hamstrings on the way down. So let's touch our toes. Slowly walk out to a high plank. When you're here, remove one hand, tap either shoulder. Flow through down dog or nose to toes, press through our shoulders, warm up the shoulders, and stand. Do it again, we're gonna go for 5. Knees stay locked out so we get that good hamstring stretch. High plank, tap, tap, back in, stand. Get those hip hinge. That was 2. Walk out, walk back in, 3. Tap, tap, press through those palms. 4, last one. And 5, stand on up. All right, you should have a piece of equipment today. Anything that goes. If you have a heavy backpack, you have dumbbells, filled water bottles. We're gonna get that piece of equipment. Let me see. You have something on the lighter side, maybe just start with that for this warm up. Actually, just kidding, not just yet. Just keep that by side. We're just gonna do lunges straight forward until I say stop. All right, we're doing about 20 total. Alternating our step lunges. Drop that back knee and keep that chest upright. You can join me now. Press through that front heel. When we do these lunges, really important to make sure that we are keeping our feet under our hips, that we're not walking a tightrope, but not on the same line. And rest. Awesome. Picking up that dumbbell now, we are going to do just 5 or 6 lunges total. 3 in one hand, 3 in the other. All right? So we're gonna take a step, dumbbells at the side. I want you just to feel that with weight. Once you've done 3 on one side, switch, 3 on the other. Good. Still pressing through that heel. Good. We're going to bring that dumbbell up. We're going to hold it so we can go into Goblet squats. Warm up those legs a little bit more. Going all the way down and all the way up. 2, 3, we're gonna go for 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last move here, in a way, is talking about that deadlift. We've talked about it before, so we're gonna go into just a good morning, and we're gonna weight that good morning. So you can have, we've done this before, dumbbell at that chest in that goblet position, and we're just going to lengthen that spine, tighten that core, tighten the glutes, send those hips back to that wall, keep that core, that spine lengthened. Go to where your butt can't go back anymore. In my heels, my toes can wiggle. Squeeze your glutes to stand. Higher chest paw. I want to see what's written on that shirt. Hips go back, go back, go back, go back. Yep. And squeeze to stand. Again, hips go back, 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 back. Try and touch that wall. Touch that wall. Squeeze and stand. Good, Jean. Paw turn to the side. And again, go. Better. Awesome. Belly stays tight. 2 more. Stand. Good. A little less in the knee bend. 1 more. Go back. A little less knee bend. They're soft, but they're not bent yet. Squeeze and stand. Good. Put that dumbbell in one hand. We're going to do the same thing. We'll just do 2 of these. Hips go back. Dumbbell on one side. Really important not to let that dumbbell pull the one shoulder down, right? So get that other hand out. Imagine there's a dumbbell in it. I want you to go hips back and not let that dumbbell pull you down to one side. Squeeze and stand. Yeah, do it again. 1 more on this side. All the way back, squeeze and stand. Good, other hand. Same thing, don't let it come back. Imagine there's a dumbbell in the other hand. Hips go back, back, back. Squeeze and stand. Good, 1 more. Good. So that's part of that deadlift position. We're gonna do a single arm deadlift for today's workout. Really challenging because it's doing one side versus the other. So as soon as we go back with our hips, right? Let's do that again where we just ended. We go back, our hands naturally, I want you to notice where they fall. So start again, standing upright, core tight, glute squeeze, tall spine, send those hips back and hold at this bottom position, right? And when you hold here, your hands are right at your knees, right? I want you to notice where your shins are. They should be pretty vertical. I want you to keep them vertical, slowly bending the knees and hips. Chest stays the same. Bend down to where, if you can, touch that dumbbell on either side, on one side of the foot. Maintain that spine. Hips up more, Jean. Hips up. Yeah, there you go. Paul, hips down. Chest up. More. Yeah. Squeeze and stand. Good. Doing it again. Paul, I want you not to go down as far. Hands go to mid-shin. As soon as you go to mid-shin, I want you to stop. Yep. And stand. So single arm is on one side of the body, so really challenging our other side to work just as hard. Right? We're going to do 2 more on this side. Hips go back down. Try and touch the side of the ground and stand. 1 more. Good. Switch hands. Same thing. Hips go back first. As soon as we get to that knee, we slowly lower it down and rise at the same time. Good. 2 more. Touch and stand. Good. 1 more. And stand. When you're in this position, I will say for everyone who might be listening, hips go back is to make sure that we get that hamstring on fire. The hamstrings are stretched. So when we go down, I'm keeping my heart above my hips. My hips stay above my knees, so my knees can be, or my shins can be vertical. I'll put in the other hand, as vertical as I can, but my hamstrings are always gonna be on fire. So I'm squeezing these, keeping this engaged, So when I stand, it's really the hips. They're pushing the hips forward to stand in a straight line, right? It's all back here. That's what we're working today. Oh, mostly. We're also working the upper body with this change on the side. So that's our movement. We're gonna stay on the right side only to start. So we're only going to do deadlifts on the right side, right? Once we've done that, well, that's second. We're also actually going to do what we already did in our warm-up, is alternating lunges or steps. If you'd like, you can do a step up on like a box, a bench, a chair, whatever. But for this class, we're going to just do alternating our lunges. If you do a step up, you want to make sure that you alternate your step up. You're not using the same leg, but we're always using the same arm. So that's pretty easy. We know that. Then we're doing the dumbbell deadlift. The next part, we're going to really be challenging our forearms today and our obliques. We're going to take 50 steps any direction you want. You could go in a circle without trying to let this dumbbell pull us. So we really have to maintain squeeze glutes, squeeze core. 50 just steps and walks around, counting to 50 before. Once you're done that, then we switch sides. And then we can do all left. Does that make sense? Thumbs up if it does. If it doesn't, I'll explain a little bit better, hopefully. All right, we got thumbs up. Cool. Right side, we're gonna do 16 right arm alternating lunges. Then we're going to do 16 single right arm deadlifts. And then we're going to do 50 walks still in our right arm. Once we've done 50 steps, we're gonna put in our left hand. We're gonna do alternating lunges. Then we're going to do the single arm deadlift. And then we're going to do 50 walks. That's going to be round one. We're going to do it again. And hopefully we're going to do it again for the third time. So we're going to do it 3 times. So get a sip of water if you need. Shake out those arms. That core should be a little bit more prepared if you need. Get a little bit of, I like to interlace my fingers, a little wrist stretch. Pull it away, fingertips down, stretch that forearm, just get a little bit more relaxed. We're going to feel it in our core today for sure, so don't worry. But we're going to get right into it. The time is going to go up. There will be a time cap. So don't worry about that right now. I will let you know if we're getting close and I'll count them down. For now, we're just going to have a time up. 16, 16, 50 steps, 16, 16, 50 steps left, right, left. That's round one. I'll help count us down as long as you're staying on pace with me, or if you go a little faster, that's great as well. If you go a little slower, you're still on pace as well. All right, starting in 10 seconds, lunges to begin. Again, music can start on your end. If you need a pause, pause now. 2, 1, right arm, 16 lunges, let's go. At your own pace, count them up. Awesome, stay with it. Once you've done that, feet are underneath the hips. Imagine there's a dumbbell, both hands. 16 deadlifts. Right at those heels on the outside of the foot. Should feel this in the hamstrings and the glutes. And then take a walk, 50 steps. If this is a challenge for you just to have it by the side, maybe you have a little bit heavier of a walk here. I lost my count already. I want you to rack it on the front rack, rest it on your shoulder, but we should be okay. And then I think I'm through. And then we do our left side, a little front, a little back, just for the video. If you have a walkway, you can walk that down if you're outside. All right, left hand, left side, lunges, 16. Pushing through that front heel. Good, try and get the back knee all the way down. Whatever you gotta do with the other arm for balance, right? I kind of lost count. Let's finish out round one. Other side deadlift. Stay with it. Good. A lot of concentration here. And then take that walk. I feel like I'm cheating by going in one direction. Try not to, when you go in circles, let that shoulder dip in any one particular direction. And then once you're done, back to the right arm, same thing. Let's speed it up a little bit, right? You're a little bit warmer, you know what you're doing. Just maintain that posture and go right into it. Really suck that shoulder, that armpit down. Really keep it down, pretend you forgot deodorant. Don't let anyone know who might be coming in that you forgot deodorant, right? Keep that arm locked. And then right into those single arm deadlifts, right? Hips all the way back, squeeze and stand. I like to point my fingertips all the way to the ground. Really pretend like I'm reaching with the other hand too. Nice long spine. And then go for a walk. Same arm, 20 or 50 walks. Arms should be getting a little tired. Switch into the other side. Going for our lunges. Right into it. Chest up. Awesome. Single arm deadlift. Right into it next. Hands should go just about mid-shin. If you have a smaller weight, you might not be able to go down this far, and that's okay. Just go to mid-shin. Stay with it, guys. Arms should be getting tired now. Core should be working. We have one more round. And then we're at the beginning, last round here. Lunges. Remember not to walking a tightrope. Keep them in line with those hips, right? Or bring it back, it's still under those hips. Come on, last round, let's go. Ooh, I'm going too many reps. Dumbbells are next. Or deadlifts are next. We have dumbbells. Remember, all about the hamstrings. Both hips go back equally. And then we walk. March in place. Keep it going. Really should start feeling this in your forearms, especially if you have some heavy weight. And then we're in the other hand for those lunges again. Last one, last side, we're almost there. That means we can't give up on our form here. Remember, leave that arm locked down. And then into those deadlifts. You guys are doing awesome. Haven't need to do too much correction because you're doing great. Stay with it. And then in that walk, the last one, come on. 11:15. Come on, Paul. We're all going in circles. 11:30. Awesome job. You guys can use the count on the video or use your own timer. If you're doing this on a replay, use a clock. I will share that in the top to let us know. I'm gonna stop the recording. Make sure you cool down, stretch those forearms and that upper body, that thoracic, each side. Today was a challenge for either side of the body. We don't really test that as much. Single arm, single leg. All right, recording is stopped.